Oh, welcome to the New Fly Fisher. I'm your host, Colin McEwen. And in today's show, we're doing one of my favorite things. We're fly fishing for pike. Oh, this is great. And we're also going to be doing some fishing for big brook trout. We're at Marmac Lodge in Northern Ontario. It's going to be a great show. Oh, look at this guy. It's going to be a great show. Stay with us. Oh, he's going under the boat. Going under the boat. Let him go back to live another day. And away he goes. Great fish. Wow. Oh, baby. Look at that fish.
Stop, wiggle, on the way down.
The New Fly Fisher is made possible thanks to grants from Algoma Country Travel Association, Ontario Tourism, Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, Islander Precision Reels, and Orvis Sporting Traditions.
On today's show, I visit Marmac Lodge, located in Ontario's beautiful North Country. Situated on the remote shores of 27-mile Esnagi Lake, you can get to Marmac by float plane or train. The region boasts fantastic walleye, northern pike, brook, and lake trout fishing. I'm really keen on experiencing both the northern pike and brook trout fishing. Joining me today is John Yukich, an experienced guide of many years. His advice, along with his intimate knowledge of the lake, will ensure a successful trip. It's early June and the pike have already spawned and are heavily feeding. However, the weed growth on the lake is behind this year, so the pike are searching for any kind of structure they can relate to. John and I initially do some searching around the lake, looking for emerging weed beds in the 6 to 8 foot depth. It didn't take long to locate some sparse weed growth. We quickly marked this off with buoys. Our focus was to use the wind to drift around the perimeter, casting to the edges of the weeds. Our strategy didn't take long to pay off.
Pike are sight hunters, but they also like to use their other senses to detect prey. Their lateral line, of course, is one of the key ways they can detect bait fish and prey such as small walleye and perch, but they also use their sense of smell to detect prey.
Oh, there's a fish.
Big fish. Big fish. Oh yeah, hammer it. Oh my goodness.
Did
you
hit
see
it like
that?
a ton of bricks.
Oh, he just slammed it right in front of the boat.
Oh, there he is. That's a nice fish, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, man.
oh, let him go.
Baby doll.
Let him go. Getting this
Trying
on the
to
reel.
get on your reel there, buddy.
Oh, there.
There you go.
Oh.
Colin, you're a fishing machine today. Oh, he's strong, isn't he? Whoa, stay in the boat. I'll take care of knocking you in.
Oh my goodness. He's gone right into that weeds. Okay, I think I got him up.
Yeah, you got him up there.
He just came out of nowhere and hammered that fly. I just made a short cast because I saw a weed clump.
Oh, look at him right there.
Oh yeah, look at him. Oh, look at that fish. Look at
Okay, that one?
Oh, he's not ready.
Oh.
Not ready, he's still green. So much fun. Oh, look at that. Come here. Okay. Oh,
Wow.
what a great fish. You ready?
There we go.
Oh,
Nice fish,
yeah.
my friend. Wow.
It was so much fun. Oh, I love pike fishing on a fly. 38.
38 and a half. Yes.
Pike use their sight and lateral lines to locate prey. As ambush hunters, they like to relate to structure. In this case, the weeds are covered in insects, such as mayflies. This attracts the baitfish, perch, and even young walleye to the weeds. This in turn attracts the pike. The flies we found most effective for pike were a variety of large deceivers and especially tube flies. One of my favorites was a pattern known as the bleeding mackerel. John Yukich shows us how to modify our fly for more hookup success.
What we're doing here with our flies, which is very important because we're losing some nice fish before, you have to add a little treble stinger hook to the back of these flies because these fish are so big when they hit the fly, they flatten the fly, and when you set the hook, it's just pulling out. So with this little treble hook, it's getting them right in the corner of the mouth when you set the hook, which is really good. Also, which is very, very important, is the use of a wire leader when you're fishing these northerns with the fly. This is a 24-pound test wire leader, a tieable one. It's very, very important that after every fish that you inspect your wire leader, make sure there's no nicks or crinks on it because you don't want to lose that fish of a lifetime.
The retrieve I'm using today is a simple stripping technique. After casting, place the line under your finger for control. Reach behind your hand and strip in the line 10 to 12 inches at a time. Adding a twitch to your retrieve is a good idea and will impart more action on your fly and result in more strikes.
Got him. Oh, look at that. Right there. Look at that. Right where he's supposed to be. Oh. Another decent fish.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice one.
Now it's important to get the line in.
Oh, there's another one right there.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Yeah.
Look at that one.
He's wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
So he's coming to check out, see what his friend's doing. And he's cut right in the weeds. There he is. Look at that. I'll get him in quick.
Yeah, nice fish.
He's ready to go already. Look at that.
Some of the things that make Esnagi Lake great is the fact that it's 27 miles long from tip to tip. It's not a big wide body of water. It's a very narrow body of water, but it's got a lot of bays, a lot of structure. The walleye fishing is great all summer long. We recommend that people are coming for pike, they come in the spring and the fall primarily, but they also hit in the summer, but we recommend spring and fall, as well as the brook trout. We recommend spring fishing for that right after ice out up until about the middle of June to the end of June.
Early in the spring when you're fishing post-spawn fish, you fish a lot of bays that are just outside spawning grounds for northerns, and those are your bays that warm up the quickest. You have early weed growth, and the pike really seem to key in on those areas early in the year. It's your first places where the small minnows, perch and walleye will start hanging out, and it's a perfect ambush point for them. As the summer progresses, the pike will move out into the deeper, colder water, but they will move into the weed beds at certain times during the day, so you really have to pattern them and key in on those times, and it makes for some fantastic fishing as the weeds are coming up. Later on in the fall, the water starts to cool off, the weed beds start to die, and the pike are in there heavy, feeding viciously for the winter months, putting on some weight, and that's some of the best fly fishing of the year. It's in the fall time. There's one.
Oh, look at that.
Okay,
Nice
we'll go
fish,
here.
John.
Okay, what's very important to remember here, because the pike are cold-blooded creatures, water temperature greatly depends on the retrieve that you'll use as you're bringing these flies in. Generally speaking, earlier in the morning, use a slower retrieve, and as the day progresses, as the water warms up, you can go to a more aggressive retrieve. And you just have to play around a little bit throughout the day just to see what seems to turn the fish on.
Oh, I see the fly still working.
Yeah, it is. Working really well, actually.
On my second day at Marmac, John suggested we visit one of the smaller local lakes to fly fish for brook trout. I was quite keen to cast a 5-weight for brookies, especially since the lake had produced several 5-pounders the week before.
Beautiful. So we've just come up to this brook trout lake. It's up in the hills. It's a beautiful place. And we're hoping to catch some of the big brook trout in here. They're anywhere from 2 up to 6 pounds. John has told me they've got some really big monsters out of here. It's early in the morning. We got up at 5, came in here. It's around 6 o'clock-ish right now. And we're hoping to get them on dries. We're not seeing any hatches. We're keeping an eye out. As you can see, it's pretty much flat calm. But if we don't get them on the dries, we'll be flipping over and trying some other techniques that John has recommended. But right now, we want to give this a try for the next few minutes.
I worked a dry fly on the surface for a while, but it was evident the fish were not rising. So John recommended I put on a sculpin pattern with a full sinking line in order to work closer to the bottom. Working submerged rocky areas in this type of lake is usually a good bet, and it didn't take long to hook into some nice brookies.
First fish, not a big one. What's the name of this fly that we're using?
This is a black woolly sculpin. It just imitates overgrown leech, basically.
Is there sculpin the species in this lake?
No, it isn't. It's just it imitates a leech. It's a big fly. They like a big profile. A lot of times these brookies, so it's easy for them to pick off. Look at the beautiful fish, eh?
It is. Oh, he's off.
He's off.
All right, we'll get another one here. If there's one there, there'll be more. Okay. I got him.
Got him.
This one isn't a lake trout, though. This is a decent sized brook trout.
Oh, nice brookie. Look at that. Beautiful fish, Colin.
I know. You know what's amazing? I'd cast out. John had seen a rise, so I cast out and saw nothing. I was just bringing the fly in. I suddenly looked down. There's 3 lake trout in the 3 to 4 pound range because they were bright chrome. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, nice.
And then, they saw the boat and they spooked. And so what I did, I cast out again, hoping that one of them be around, and I saw this guy following the fly. He hit the fly like a rod length away.
You know what? It's funny about these brook trout. They're all about the chase. I find they really like to chase these. Oh, look at that! He's full of it.
Yeah, it's a nice fish too.
Beautiful fish.
Okay, so what I'm using is a 6-weight rod. We switched over using a full sinking line. It's a type 4, so it's getting down reasonably quick, and a short leader, 24 inches. I think he's just about ready. You get the net there?
Yeah, I have the net here.
John, just want to get him in a reasonable time. The water's nice and cool still, so I'm not as worried.
They really fight by the boat, don't they?
Yeah, they should have.
I just have to
Get him by the motor,
yeah,
get him up again.
Get him up again.
Oh no, he's not ready.
He's not ready. They're green. You know, a lot of times with these fish, you think they're ready to go, and as soon as they see the boat, you get another good little fight out of them. So it's happened more times than not. If you try to go net a green fish, and it just doesn't happen.
They really like that fly too.
Oh, they love this fly.
Look at that fish. Nice and thick.
Head first, beautiful. Good job.
Oh, that's sweet.
So much fun.
When we're releasing these fish, it's very important to wet your hands so you don't take the protective sliming off the fish. And we just cradle them by their belly. Make sure there he goes.
So we've changed up a bit, and at John's recommendation, we're going to use a 2-fly rig, which in this area is legal. So at the head, I've got a, basically it's a sculpin pattern, and that's going to pull the fly up. I'm using a full sinking line. And then about 12 to 16 inches back, I have, it's basically a leech pattern. It's got a little bit of sparkle in the body. And then I'm going to cast this out, let the flies go down a bit, and then I'm going to slowly pulsate it back, giving it little twitches so we get maximum action. And we'll see which fly they take. Whoa, 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 this fish is rocking. He just hammered that. Did you see that, John? The rod
I was just picking up my fly box, but I looked over and the rod was doubled over, so I think this one has a little bit of weight to him.
Oh, yeah. In fact, you know what he's done? I think he's gone around one of those boulders.
Wow.
You take me that way?
I'll take you in the,
Yeah, he has gone around a boulder. You might have got me around the log, John. No, I can't see the fish, but I can see the tree, and that's where my fly is. I'm in the tree branches there. Son of a gun. He probably broke me off. He got away. Well, that's one of the things that happens when you're fishing in these lakes like this, wilderness lakes, because there's lots of rocks and there's lots of trees that have naturally fallen in, and yep, he broke me right off in that tree branch. Wow.
Zipping some drag on you, eh, Colin?
Yeah. So I hooked this fish and it went straight out. It's already taken a huge pile of line off.
Now he's going to run right at you, classic brook trout. And then when he sees the boat, he's going to have you're going to have your hands full again. That's what they always do. They almost act like a salmon in that sense.
He's making it work. He's coming right towards us.
That's where this large arbor reel really makes a difference.
Oh, look at that fish.
Oh, beautiful brook trout.
Oh.
Hey. They're just
incredible.
made for the fly too. They're just such a nice fish on the fly rod.
This is why you want to have a good quality tippet and you want to have a good reel. Look at that. Look at the shoulders on that guy. And this is after he's done the big run on me. Look at that. What a sweet fish. Okay, bring him over to you now.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Head first, keep his head up. Beautiful job. Oh,
Look
what
at
a
that.
nice
Fills in that.
fish.
Look at the colors.
Look at the colors in that fish. Okay, I'm just going to wet my hands before I attempt to take the fly out. So I don't want to knock off the protective coating. The fly's out. We're just going to grab him here. Okay.
Absolutely stunning fish. Why don't you let him go there, John?
Yeah, okay.
That's great.
Look at that, eh? That's why you want to be so careful with these fish, because they're just so beautiful. You'd hate to hurt them. Just going to rub his belly really easily.
It was just about time to head in and rest for our next round of fishing when our cameraman, Jeremy Kennedy, expressed an interest in catching a brook trout. I thought it would be fun to change spots with him and ran the camera. Of course, he caught the biggest trout of the day. It is prudent to bring a wide variety of fly lines in order to deal with all conditions. Floating lines, intermediate sinking lines, and full sinking lines are all recommended. Other equipment necessary would be poly leaders in various sink rates and knottable wire bite tippets for dealing with the huge pike. Healthy populations of insects and insect larvae live among the weeds. This attracts bait fish, which in turn attracts perch and walleye, thus attracting hungry pike to these areas.
Oh, That was
just
incredible.
hammered that fly, didn't he,
That
Colin?
was incredible. I only had the fly about a foot under the surface, and I started giving it, instead of a straight retrieve, I started giving little pulses. And this is a perch pattern with a lot of orange in it, and this guy just came out of darkness.
I just heard the hit. I didn't even see the hit, Colin.
And he hammered it. I don't know how big he is. I only got a little bit of a look at his side. This line on the reel. So I guess that pattern works, John.
Yes, it does.
And that was just, you know, when they're active like this, sometimes they will come up and hit, you know, your presentations in the top water. Like that was literally only a foot and a half.
Yeah, he come right up to the top of the water column to hit that fly.
Look at this guy go. Look at him go. Okay, let's get you back. Okay. I want to get him in reasonable amount of time. So, there he is.
There he is.
Okay, I'll bring him in head first.
Head first. Nice fish.
Wow. Oh, yes. All right.
Wow, wow, wow. That's 40.
And in this system, all the walleyes, everything, even the smaller pike, they're scared of fish like this.
The wind had died down, so I took the opportunity to try a large popper to see if I could get some surface activity. The action was fast and furious, the type of fishing anglers can only dream of.
Not a big fish, but what an attack. He inhaled that.
Yes, he did. It's so exciting on the top water, isn't it?
That fly doesn't look the same. You missed it. It's a big fish too. Oh, got him! Oh. That was incredible. So what happened was we were just making a little cast here to the side, and I suddenly realized there was a big pike that followed the fly in. He just gently drove by. I flipped it out ahead, stripped it back. He came right up for it. Oh, that's a good fish too. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
I can't believe how strong they are, eh, Colin?
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a good fish.
That's a good fish.
That's a good fish, buddy.
Oh, here we go.
Off.
Onto the reel.
I love when I hear that reel scream.
Okay, he's coming back towards me. That's where you have a large arbor. Oh.
Oh. Watch your knuckles.
Yeah. Oh. Coming to me. Oh, right. Oh. That's where you want a good drag and the ability to palm it. Oh, that's a good fish, John.
Yes, it is.
I mean, obviously you got to hold them. They get against structure and do everything you can to change the line. Reverse his head. Oh, that's a big fish.
That's a nice
That's
fish.
a nice fish. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh. Look at that. Look at that beautiful fish. He just hoovered it. Okay, got his head up. You ready?
Yes, man.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Oh, this is fantastic. Go ahead there, John, and release it.
Look how thick that one is, eh?
Yeah,
he's
that is
just a
very
feeding
thick.
machine, that one.
You said it's about 39 inches?
That's 39, but he's a thick fish.
He goes. We've had a great time today. We've learned a little bit about topwater, how pike work, and we've also talked about how you have to fish around the edges, use markers. You have to really tactically break these things down in order to be successful, no matter where you go if you're going to fly fish for pike, as well as other species. If you've enjoyed this show, then please go to our website. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We want to learn more. Our website is www.thenewflyfisher.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
The New Fly Fisher is made possible thanks to grants from Orvis Sporting Traditions, Islander Precision Reels, Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, Ontario Tourism, and Algoma Country Travel Association.
The New Fly Fisher is a popular television series that educates both novice and veteran anglers. Each episode is filled with critical information that will help you be more successful on the water. The New Fly Fisher has created a specially priced DVD which contains 4 of our most requested episodes. To order, call 1-866-375-5166 or order online through our website at www.thenewflyfisher.com.